What I wish I knew at 22 instead of 72. That using dish soap as shampoo is not a life hack. Trust me. So, I spent a week testing Grandma's wildest money moves, think reusing tea bags until they beg for mercy. I even tried her no heat in winter challenge. Did I save cash? Maybe. Did I survive eating leftovers from 1998? Barely. Turns out Grandma's hacks are wild, but my sanity? Priceless. Would I do it again? Only if I'm desperate, or out of shampoo. Join Money Smart Basics as we dive into the wildest money-saving fails from Grandma in 2025 and see if I can learn from her mistakes without losing my mind. Remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. If you have any suggestions for financial literacy topics, please leave a comment. Look in the description below for wealth-building tools and income opportunities. What up, everybody? It's Alfonso R here, and today we're diving deep into the world of personal finance, but with a twist. We're busting some old-school money-saving myths that your grandma probably swears by. You know how it is, those tips passed down through generations that might have worked back in the day, but in 2025, not so much. We're talking penny-pinching strategies that could actually be costing you more money in the long run. Stick around because I'm about to blow your mind with some outdated advice that you need to stop following right now. And hey, while you're at it, drop a comment down below if you've heard any of these gems from your own family. Let's have some fun with this. Not anymore. Alright, let's kick things off with a classic. Always pay with cash instead of credit cards. Grandma, we love you, but this one's outdated. Listen, I get it, using cash makes you feel more in control, like you're not racking up debt. But guess what? Responsible credit card use can actually boost your credit score, which is super important for big purchases like a car or a house. Plus, think of all the rewards points, cashback offers, and juicy discounts you're missing out on by sticking to cash. Some credit cards even give you free travel miles. It's like getting paid to spend money you were already going to spend. Of course, this doesn't mean going on a wild spending spree. You gotta be responsible, pay your balance in full each month, and avoid those nasty interest charges. But trust me, used wisely, credit cards can be your secret weapon to financial freedom. I'm talking about leveling up your money game, people. Don't let those sweet, sweet rewards slip away. It's time to ditch the outdated cash-only mentality and embrace the power of plastic. But seriously, use it responsibly, or you'll end up with a mountain of debt. Remember, knowledge is power. Now go forth and conquer your finances. Okay, next up we're tackling a big one. Save every penny in a jar. Now don't get me wrong, saving money is crucial. But stashing loose change in a jar? In the age of digital banking and let's be real, inflation, those pennies ain't gonna get you very far. Think about it. Inflation eats away at the value of your money over time. That dollar you saved last year doesn't buy as much today. So, while saving pennies might seem like a good idea, it's not the most effective way to grow your wealth. Instead of letting your hard-earned cash lose value in a jar, put it to work. Explore high-yield savings accounts, invest in the stock market, or even look into real estate. There are so many ways to make your money work harder for you. Remember, it's not just about saving, it's about smart saving. Don't let inflation turn your savings into dust. Let's be real, you're not going to get rich off pennies. It's time to level up your savings game. Alright, let's talk food. Grandma always said never eat out, cook every meal at home. And while I fully support a good home-cooked meal, let's be real, life gets busy. Sometimes ordering in or grabbing a quick bite is just more practical. Plus, guess what? It doesn't always have to break the bank. With meal deals, coupons, and loyalty programs, eating out can actually be surprisingly affordable. The key is balance. Don't make eating out a daily habit, but don't deprive yourself either. Plan your meals, cook at home when you can, and treat yourself occasionally. It's all about finding that sweet spot between enjoying life and managing your budget. And hey, sometimes those fast food deals are too good to pass up. Just remember, moderation is key. Don't let the guilt trip of eating out ruin your day. Enjoy life, people. Let's talk bulk buying, another one of Grandma's favorites. Buy in bulk to save money, she'd say. And while it's true that buying in bulk can sometimes save you money per unit, it's not always the best strategy. Here's the thing. If you end up throwing away half of what you bought because it expired or you simply couldn't finish it, are you really saving money? It's like that mountain of spinach in your fridge that's slowly turning into a science experiment. Not a good look. Before you go on a bulk buying spree, take a good look at your consumption habits. Do you realistically need 50 rolls of toilet paper? Will you actually eat all those bananas before they turn brown? Be honest with yourself. Remember, bulk buying is only a good deal if you actually use what you buy. Otherwise, you're just wasting food and money, and nobody wants that. Alright, let's talk DIY. Grandma was all about that DIY life. DIY everything to save, she'd preach. And while I admire the resourcefulness, sometimes DIY projects can turn into a money pit. Think about it, you need to buy the materials, invest your time, and hope that you actually know what you're doing. Sometimes it's just easier and more cost-effective to buy the darn thing already made. Plus, let's be honest, not all of us are blessed with handyman skills. Sometimes those DIY projects end up looking like a 5-year-old let loose with a glue gun. Not exactly the Pinterest-worthy results you were hoping for. So, before you embark on your next DIY adventure, weigh your options. Consider the cost of materials, the time commitment, and your own skill level. Sometimes it's okay to admit defeat and call in the professionals. Alright, let's talk coupons. Grandma loved her some coupons. Clip paper coupons for every purchase, she'd say. And while coupons can definitely save you money, the game has changed. It's 2025, people. We've gone digital. Forget those stacks of paper coupons. We've got apps for that. From grocery store apps to cashback websites, there are so many ways to save money digitally. These apps and websites offer digital coupons, cashback rewards, and even price comparison tools. They do all the work for you so you don't have to spend hours clipping coupons from newspapers. So, ditch the scissors and embrace the digital age of couponing. Your wallet and the trees will thank you. Alright, let's talk about the age-old debate of quality versus quantity. Grandma always said, always buy the cheapest brand. But here's the thing, sometimes spending a little extra upfront can save you money in the long run. Think about it. That super cheap toaster might seem like a good deal at the time, but if it breaks after a month, you're back to square one. Investing in a slightly more expensive, higher quality toaster could mean years of toasty goodness. The same goes for clothing, electronics, and pretty much everything else. Sometimes it really pays to invest in quality. You'll save yourself the headache of constantly replacing cheap, poorly made items. Remember, it's not always about the cheapest option, it's about the best value for your money. Sometimes, spending a little extra upfront can save you money in the long run. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room: banks. Grandma always said, don't trust banks, keep cash at home. But let's be real, keeping large sums of cash at home is like an open invitation for burglars. Not only is it risky, but you're also missing out on the opportunity to earn interest on your savings. Banks offer a variety of accounts designed to help you grow your money, from traditional savings accounts to money market accounts and certificates of deposit, or CDs. Plus, banks are insured by the FDIC, which means your money is protected up to a certain amount, even if the bank fails. So you can sleep soundly knowing your hard-earned cash is safe and sound. Remember, banks aren't the enemy. In fact, they can be valuable partners in your financial journey. Just make sure you choose a reputable bank and explore the different account options to find the best fit for your needs. Alright, let's talk about the art of repair. Grandma was a firm believer in fixing everything. Never throw anything away, fix it, she'd declare. And while I applaud the sustainability of it all, sometimes it's just not worth the effort. Let's be real, some things are just cheaper to replace than repair. That old clunker of a car that's constantly in the shop? Yeah, it might be time to let it go. That ancient washing machine that sounds like a jet engine? Probably time for an upgrade. Of course, there are times when repairing something makes sense. A simple fix like sewing a button back on or replacing a light bulb can save you money in the long run. But when it comes to major appliances and electronics, sometimes it's more cost-effective to just bite the bullet and buy a new one. Remember, it's all about weighing the cost of repair versus the cost of replacement. Don't be afraid to let go of sentimental value if it's draining your wallet. Alright, let's talk about the D-word: debt. Grandma was terrified of debt. Avoid all debt at any cost, she'd warn. But here's the thing, not all debt is created equal. There's good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is the kind that gets you into trouble, like high-interest credit card debt or payday loans. Good debt, on the other hand, can actually help you build wealth over time. Think about it. A mortgage is a form of debt, but it allows you to buy a home. which can appreciate in value over time. Student loans are another form of debt, but they can help you invest in your education and increase your earning potential. The key is to be smart about debt. Avoid high-interest debt like the plague and focus on building a healthy credit history so you can qualify for lower interest rates on loans when you need them. Remember, debt is a tool. Used wisely, it can help you achieve your financial goals. Just make sure you're using it strategically and responsibly. What's up, guys? That was a wild ride through Grandma's outdated money advice. I hope you got a good laugh and maybe learned a thing or two. Remember, just because something worked in the past doesn't mean it's still relevant today. The world of personal finance is constantly evolving, so it's important to stay informed and adapt your strategies accordingly. Now, I want to hear from you. What are some outdated money tips you've heard from your family? Drop a comment below and let's have some fun with this. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more myth-busting content, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and remember, you've got this. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you are ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here's the bonus tip that we promised. Why does saving money sometimes cost more? I learned it the hard way. Thanks, Grandma. That $10 toaster might break in 2 weeks and replacing it adds up fast. Smart shoppers know. Pay for value, not just the lowest price. Spend a little more now and your wallet will thank you later. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like, subscribe and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos.